Hi everybody, welcome to the video today. Hope you're all doing well, and it's me again at the signal box with another video. I do hope you enjoy this one. So this one is going to be the start of my re-signalling project for my model railway. I did mention on several videos that I'm going to do a re-sig project, and this one's no exception. It is quite an expensive project because these are not cheap signals. They are fully mechanised and illuminated signals from Dapol, and I am going to show you exactly what you get in the box. So by Dapol, as you can see, it's 00 scale, and here it is. And this is a Semaphore signal. As you can see, it's beautiful. Look at that. That is already made and ready to go. That's probably about the best Semaphore signals you can get out there on the market without having to sort of build them yourself. Companies like Ratio and I think Dapol do signal kits that you still put together and you paint and you do yourself. I could nowhere near make something like this out of a kit. I'm still having PTSD from the blinking Modulux Dawlish Warren footbridge from a few weeks ago. But this thing is immaculate. Look at that. And that's what you get in the box. I'm going to try and get this out in a bit, and we'll have a careful look at this because it's very fragile. But basically you get a big black box there, which is the servo unit. It's got a red and black lead coming out of there, or leads. That goes to your power supply, which is 12 volts. You get two control switches because there's two mechanised and illuminated signal arms there and you get the actual signal post proper. That big long threaded black and yellow threaded bit there, it's got a lock-in nut that goes around there like you see, and at the bottom there you've got the two black inserts that go into the servo unit for each signal. And what you've got to do basically, you've got to drill a hole the diameter of that thread through your baseboard top. Once you've drilled the hole and you've sanded it and cleaned it up, then you gently push that through so the bottom of the signal post is flush with the top of your baseboard. You take the lock-in nut and you spin that round gently, and that holds it in place. And then you attach the servo unit and you line it up with that yellow tag on the box there to the yellow bit on the signal post. That sits firmly home with those two tags, and then you connect up those two switches to that servo unit, and the black and the red leads go to a power supply. Now there's two things that you have to bear in mind. Okay, I've just got this signal out the box. I'm not going to take the servo unit on the switches, but I just very carefully want to show you this. Oh wow, that is really mightily impressive. Look at this. And those spectacle plates do light up. There's LEDs behind there, obviously that correspond to that. Now people have said, oh, you know, they're a bit flimsy and they're rubbish. I will give them people's comments and feedback. Generally these are people basically said, oh, these are very flimsy and they're easily breakable, and I happen to agree with that statement already. These are extremely fragile. They're well made, but obviously you treat them with care because you know what you're buying before you even get it in your hands. It's a very delicate product, and these are to be handled with respect. They are strong enough obviously to handle normally, but these are absolutely lovely. Look at that. Look at the rodding detail on these guys. Oh yes, that's lovely. And that white diamond in the middle indicates a telephone, i.e. nearest line side phone or signal box. That's what that diamond means. These ladders are quite nice as well. Yeah, they're lovely. That's a nice signal. So as mentioned, that goes underneath your baseboard, and that will lock up, or you can tighten that by hand up to the top of your service baseboard, depending how thick your baseboard is. I mean, mine's very thin, but you might have something thicker, but it gives you that scope there, which is nice. If you've got a really deep baseboard, and the baseboard is quite deep, deeper than that lock-in nut extends, you can just remove it, I would imagine, and just slot it in, and it'll be a friction fit, or you can put some glue underneath it, I don't know, but that's a lovely, lovely signal. Okay, so I'm going to get this back in the box, and I'll say ta-ta for now, and when you see the next video, I will definitely have this installed on the layout, and we can show you it working. Anyway, so that's what you get, and obviously you can notice there in the camera shot, there's a set of paper instructions that you get with this, and it tells you which wire corresponds to what switch if you can extend the wire. So that's handy for my reference in future, even though you've got like a brown and an orange and a red wire, I think, or an orange, a yellow and a brown, should I say. As long as you follow that correspondence with the wire that you extend it with to the output of your extension, as long as you follow the rules of that, you can't go wrong. Obviously, if you get the wires crisscrossed around the wrong way, you know obviously that you've got it wired up back to front. But the easiest way to do, I suppose, would be extend the wires physically, solder them, heat shrink, and then just physically put the wires on the tag of the switch and see what it does. If it all works, then that's the ones you solder it to. Anyway, we shall see. But that's so far today, unboxing this, I'd give this 10 out of 10 so far. I can't give it a full review yet because I haven't actually got it working, but for quality wise and build wise, that scores 10 out of 10 for me. That's beautiful, and you can see why these are so expensive. Anyway, I will catch you soon in the next video, and you stay safe out there, and take care. Bye bye.